Hi everyone, welcome. So grateful to have you all. How's everybody doing? Well, it's been a long time since I did an actual live. So thank you everybody who's joining. Really grateful. Let's get into this. I know the presidential debate's going on tonight, right? I don't really talk politics, but I'm just saying, but like sometimes people don't show up because of that. But if you're watching rewatch, I'm grateful to have you too. Hi everybody, welcome. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm doing famous exes like I did before. Um, I love it's actually my favorite live to do, famous exes. I feel like it's so to keep up with like ex relationships and so forth and so forth and so fun. So yeah, let's get into it. And please like the video on the way in. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. Actually, in an hour, my favorite show is coming up. So let's try to keep this under an hour. Love Island. I have to watch Love Island. I was very ill. I got over I had really bad allergies. Really bad allergies. This year has been crazy for allergies. I moved into a new apartment and the AC. Long story short, there's a lot of dust to my apartment. Even though I've lived here for a while, it's a long story, but I'm a lot better. Let's just say that. Okay, so let's get into it. How's everybody doing? Nobody wants to talk today? Okay, that's fine too. Can everybody hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me because I have my fan on. I had to switch off my AC. My fan is on and it might make a lot of noise, but if it doesn't, that's fine. I'll continue. Okay, so let's get into the first one, Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. So I have received so many messages online in my DMs and emails asking if they're going to get back together. So let's find out. I highly doubt it, but let's see. Let's see what's going on. I'm using the Pixel Soleil Tower, by the way. I have great videos coming for you guys very soon. I'm going to edit it when I'm done here. While I watch Love Island, I edit. So stay tuned. Members get early access. Everybody's being so quiet today. Wow. Thank you for watching, by the way. You can be quiet if you want to. Okay. Hairstyles and Olivia Wilde. Let's do what's their current energy because I've done so many videos on them. So, what's their current energy? Okay, so I pulled out Eight of Wands first, and then Nine of Swords came behind it. So I have a strong feeling that Olivia is going to be making some kind of action towards him, taking action, taking initiative, being like, there's that ex that reaches out to you whenever you go through something. I mean, it's not bad, but he doesn't really want anything to do with her. Aquarius as a whole, we don't really like. I'm still an Aquarius too. I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart actually. I have a very similar chart to Harry Styles. I think that's why some of you, and I thank you for saying this, say that I'm the best Harry Styles reader. Because we don't, Aquarius, that's just how we are. We don't really like keeping in touch with our exes. It's, when I was younger, I felt like I had to, but we don't really, over time, I feel like I don't really want to keep up with exes. I don't know how you guys feel. But I don't keep up with exes. So I can see him here. He's like, what's her agenda? He thinks she has an agenda. So let's see. Does she have an agenda? Because I'm interested to see that too. Because, obviously she does. I think. But what's her agenda? Let's see. Okay, so I feel like she's been manifesting him to come back. I wouldn't even be surprised if she kind of manifested this breakup. Not saying that people hold the power to do that, but I think she's been wishing. Sun in Pisces, she's Sun in Pisces. Water signs in general, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, they're very good at remembering. Excuse me, I just read remember. They're very good at manifesting, and especially with emotions. I think She's sending her emotions forward. She's like, this has to come to fruition. This has to, but he can see through it. He can definitely, the Emperor in reverse, it's not going to work. Let's see. Hi, how are you? I don't know how to say profile names. I don't know. That's funny. Hi, Ali. I remember there was a recent video that yes. Recent news, excuse me. It's very obvious, very obvious. She hasn't let go of their relationship, and it's kind of sad. I mean, I've been on both ends, really. I haven't really wanted an ex back, but sometimes you feel like when you don't have closure, you kind of hold on. But with her, it's not a closure thing. It's like she actually wants another chance at this, which a lot of Aquarius will tell you. If you're an Aquarius yourself, we have a lot of our exes come back to us. A lot of our exes come back to us. By the time they come back, we're completely over it. We don't want anything to do with that person. But yes, she does want him back. But now he's in Italy, exactly. So let's see his feelings. I know he doesn't trust her. Let's see how he feels. Time off this. Let's see. Okay, 9 of Wands. So he's like very Aquarius. Oh my gosh. This is what I do too. Oh my gosh, that's why when I see his actions and stuff, I'm like, this is so Aquarius. He can't forget what she did, And Aquarius will forgive. We're very forgiving people, but we can't forget. Like, if you've done something to hurt us, we're never gonna get back the same Aquarius. We'll be cold. We'll be distant. We'll be like, okay, like, if you lie to us over and over, we'll get to the point where anything you say to us, we don't believe. And I think that's what happened with her. I think she lied to him. I think she played a victim game. I don't want to sound like a Olivia hater because I'm definitely not. But I get that she hurt him in a way that he cannot even deal with her. And that's Aquarius. Once we have that, it's a 180. We'll never be the same. Refreshing. Yeah, no. Most Aquarius, when we're done, we're done. There's never getting us back. I've gone back once to an ex, but that was because he had a psychological hold over me. Just kidding. But we usually don't go back to exes. It's once because we give a lot enough. We're like, okay, fine. I gave to this person. I gave to the relationship. So when it's the end, it's the end. But I'm curious. If you're an Aquarius, do you have anything to add or anything? Or you're not an Aquarius and you just know Harry Styles and how he operates. But I'm telling you, I know Aquarius. We don't go back. I had actually an ex that I was friends with because this sounds terrible, but I felt bad for him, and he was going through addiction issues. So I was like, you know what, let me just be nice. I don't want to cause drama. I was friends with him, and he tried to get back together with me, and I was like, I told people I'm not going to get back together with him. And they were like, oh yeah, you will. And I was like, you don't know me. When I'm done in a relationship, I'm done. I will never get back together with that person. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you for your commentary. I don't know. Please make sure you like the video, guys. I can't see how many likes I have, but I just like to get the likes up just to show the algorithm that I'm back. I was away. For 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, so quite some time. Okay, let's do Perrie Edwards and Zayn Malik. I don't know how British say Malik, but I think it's supposed to be Malik. Anyways, let's get into this. A lot of you Zayn fans are like, you always cover Harry, you always cover Harry, you never cover me. I'm sorry. I'm covering Zayn now. It's just because Zayn's so quiet. Harry Styles always has so much going on. And some of you Zayn fans can really be a lot. I'm using the Crystal Magic Tarot. I love this tarot deck. I love all my tarot decks, I gotta say. So let's get into this. What is the current energy? Current energy between them. She's going through some drama, right? A friend of mine sent me something wrong. I don't really, honestly, guys, I'm the worst. When it comes to celebrity news, like average celebrity news, I don't really care. But like Housewives, Traitors, reality TV, Love Island, I'm very engaged. So people send me stuff and I just like it. I'm like, okay, yeah. Thank you for sending it to me. But I'm not just, I thank out of, is that mean of me to do that? But I'm just grateful that they sent it to me, that they thought of me. I'm not really into it. Okay, Perrie Edwards and Zayn. Oh gosh. My car just fell. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. Wow. Two cards too coming up. So Knight of Cups came out first, and King of Pentacles. So the energy that I get between them, they probably talk every now and then, nothing too serious. I believe she's Sun in Cancer, right? She's Sun in Capricorn, I know that. She's Sun in Cancer. But he's very superficial. Like, I'm not really interested. I'm working on myself. I'm doing a lot. I do have the Zayn video coming up very soon. So check it out. He's like, I'm just chilling, vibing. Let's see her energy though, because his energy came out first, very strongly. Maybe because I did a reading on him earlier. But his energy, her energy. Oh wow. So okay, do you guys know anything about her? Because I don't really, and I get very, the devil energy is nothing bad, but it just means addiction. Lots of addiction issues. So I think they went through a lot together. And because of that, they have this whole of each other. You know, when you have that ex that you go through a lot with, you always feel tight. It's called trauma bonding, where you trauma bond with each other. You always feel like a certain tie with them. And that's how she feels. She's like, when she sees him, she sees his pain, I do think she means well. I think she's very sweet. She's got sweet, innocent. I don't think her actions, something tells me. I don't know what sun sign she is. Does anybody know? I can look it up really quickly too. But let me look it up. I'm stop being lazy. Okay, Perrie Edwards, astral chart. And I'll share it with you guys. Let's share screen. Okay, so Perrie Edwards is born 1993, so she's 4 years younger than I am. Sun in Cancer, see, Sun in Cancer. You know what I always say? I always say this about opposite signs. He's Sun in Capricorn. It can be your twin flame. And by twin flame, I don't mean somebody that you want to be with, like some people perceive, but it's somebody that makes you grow and ignites a lot of change in you. Sometimes it is our opposite sun sign, because sun is represented by the ego. So Moon in Aries. Okay, Venus in Gemini. Interesting. So I do see that. I see that she is kind of drawn to drama. If that makes any sense, which is very typical of Cancer. Not drama within herself, but drama within other people. I call it the Cancer curse. I think a lot of Cancers tend to stay in relationships longer than they want to. They kind of fall in love with drama and like fantasy, So Four of Cups, King of Wands. She feels like he hasn't reached his full potential, and she gets sad sometimes when she sees him, and because she feels like she's very empathic, very very empathic. She sees him and she's like, I wish this for him, I wish that for him, I wish he could do all these things, and he's not doing it. So yeah, that's what I get. But let's see what the outcome is going to be. He's very icy towards her. I don't think it ended very well. I think I did a video of him before. I do so many videos on people I don't really remember. Unless it's like Harry Styles or Current, like Taylor Swift and Travis. I don't really remember exactly what I said, but let's see. What's going to be the outcome of their relationship? Okay. So she's going to watch him mature. I really encourage her to focus on herself too. I think she's very focused on him and it's too much. Um, yeah, need to focus on herself. She's a very water sign thing too. Okay, let's move on. Let's everybody has something to say. Everybody's so quiet today. I'm surprised. It's fine. You don't have to say anything. Let's use Moonchild Tarot. Okay, I'm gonna end this live with Taylor Swift and John Mayer. Let me switch this off. This stops. Okay. Taylor Swift and John Mayer using the Moonchild Tarot. Beautiful tarot deck. We have it in our store. Actually, we'll see if I give away one soon. I used to give them away to members, but we'll see. It's not everybody's social media. It's I have to like hunt people down to get their addresses. I would really like to do that. But let's see. Okay, Taylor Swift and John. It's such a beautiful deck too. I love this deck. And my dear friend Danielle made it. And oh gosh, it just so pretty, you know. And she put so much. Just check out her artwork. Her name's Danielle. Let me write it down. So I really love to. Okay, Danielle Noel Art, and yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. There's so many great tarot decks and art prints, and actually the book that I did last month for our book club, and one of the memberships was of hers. She explains tarot very well, so yeah, looking out there. Okay, Taylor Swift and John Mayer. Where are they now? Obviously, she's in a relationship with this guy. I'm not too crazy about, but oh well. Six of Pentacles. So I have a very strong feeling that sometimes he wants to reach out to her, but he's like, I'm not going to. He's also Sun and Leo, which I find very interesting because so is Travis Kelce. And something that I always say about Libras, some of you Libras come for me. One of my favorite cousins is a Libra, so I have experienced Libras that are kind, generous, but majority of experiences I've had with Libras has not been good, not been good at all. But I'm not going to taint this. I'm just speaking from a place of understanding and how it relates to this. Because Six of Pentacles, I think she wanted to give him a lot and he didn't want to take it, you know? And he's just a very cold individual. And she never really understood him. I wonder what song. Does anybody know what song is about John Mayer? Because I get very cold energy, like cold. And I'm thinking of that song. I needed so many signs, so many. That's just the energy that I get. What is it? Exile. I get exile. I don't know if that's about him, but that's the song that I get. You know, where he would like be in and out, play games with her, and she was a lot younger than he is. Not that it has to do with anything, because I've dated. In fact, most men I've dated that are older have had more maturity and just emotional awareness, but there are some that want to stay young and vibrant, and they lack emotional availability and emotional awareness, and have attachment issues. But I think she wanted to give him a lot. He didn't want to take it. He's very, very intense situation happening. So let's see. Excuse me, what the outcome will be. And then I'm going to end the live because I'm starting to cough a little bit. And that means I need to stop talking. So let's see what the outcome will be. Okay, wow. So Temperance in reverse and Death. They're never going to speak again. I think John Mayer has a lot of work to do on himself. You can just tell, like, his energy that I pick up on in these readings that I do of him. It's very, I wonder what his upbringing was like, because every time I get his energy, it's very, like, This is very interesting because I talk about it in a video that I have coming up, but I've been in therapy on and off basically my whole life. And recently, after my sister passed, I went back into therapy. And something that I learned, this has nothing to do with my sister, but about a friendship that I had, was that I have a type of attachment style that I attract sometimes with people that have avoidant issues, that don't really deal with conflict, tend to run away. F boys, I don't want to say the actual word. I don't get kicked off of YouTube. But these F boy types tend to not know how to deal with adult life, real life. And I had a friend like that it was really bothering me. I was like, why doesn't he care? Nah, nah, nah. But my therapist explained it so well. He said that it's not that he doesn't care, so that he doesn't have the emotional capacity to deal with adult life and people's feelings, his own feelings and other people's feelings. And I thought, this is so fascinating. This reminds me of that, any kind of F boy, or even F girl, because there are others, especially in Miami, that's like where I live. There's like sugar baby people, everything's shallow, very shallow people, where they don't understand emotional well-being. There's no emotional development. And it's so fascinating. I'm reading this book called Attached, and it's very, very profound. It explains different styles of attachment and how, sometimes you're like, I thought this person sent you messages, all that kind of stuff, and I thought this person cared about me, and when you need them, they're just gone, So, yeah, it's very fascinating. I highly recommend reading it, and I think that's what happened with her, that she never really understood, That's why I never really read your, I never meant to read your mind. That kind of stuff is that, you want to know what they're thinking. And you're like, how can this person do this? It's just how they survive in life, And I think what's so important about life, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I don't just want to survive, I want to thrive. And taking it another level of well-being, of, that kind of thinking. So I think it really bothers her that she never really got to say her piece with him. In fact, I would really recommend that kind of, with anybody that's felt like a victim in any kind of relationship. You can take your power back by understanding that people who are emotionally inequipped to deal with life, it's not about you. So let's see the overall. Okay, yeah, so I think she will come to understand that he was a part, and it's such a great lesson. I was telling my friend about this other friend, I was telling her, wow, I've learned such a huge lesson in all of this, because the more that you mature, the more you go through things, you think you've healed something and then something else happens, It's like if you have back pain and you figure out you have knee pain, you heal your back and you have knee pain, It's that just because you are evolving, as you evolve, you'll discover more about yourself and unhealed types. And I used to understand that about relationships. I knew that about myself in relationships, but with friendships, I was more loose because I was like, oh, friends come and go, even though I take friendship seriously, I didn't expect others to. But it's not fair for anybody to give more than they receive, Reciprocity is important, and it's okay to ask. I wouldn't say ask, but it's okay to want to receive. Yeah. So let me end the live. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go for a walk before I watch Love Island. But this has been so lovely. Thank you everybody who came and joined. We're going to do this next week. Thursday is my YouTube day, so I will be recording more videos next week, and stay tuned. I do have 2 videos coming out. One is for the public, the other is for my tarot courses. So if you're interested in learning tarot, check that out. It's $9.99 a month. It's not just learning tarot, it's spirituality, so many great things. It's so fun, and we have a book club too. So I will be announcing this weekend the book for my book club. So stay tuned for that. Does anybody have anything to say? Everybody's so quiet today. I'm so shocked. Lots of you showed up. It's so quiet, which is fine. I'm grateful. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. I love you all. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment, to DM me, to email me. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.